Good morning. Sorry for the delay. I've been out all morning and with my businesses and just got back in and only just turned my computer on, so I'm just looking at the levels live right now. Before we do anything, let's take a look at the economic calendar for today. Nothing major that could move the market today, although this week is going to be one of those funny weeks because we've got core inflation, PPI, FMOC, and so we've got news. Wednesday's the big day, and Tuesday we've got quite a lot going on tomorrow morning as well. So we may have a strange trading day today where the market's just waiting to see what happens with FMOC on Wednesday. So let's have a look at the levels. We didn't have this gap up, that's something to do with the rollover. Let's just go to the March contract. Okay, that's better. Okay, so lost my levels, but that's fine, I've put them in now. So this is looking at the March MES contract, and we can clearly see there's this channel forming, and we've broken out the channel. Let's just go to the now. Let's look at the weekly for a start. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks up. This hammer, what do you call it? Hammer candle, looking broken over that pivot there. Volume wise, you can ignore volume because that's high volume. This don't look right, does it? Low volume, and it's only high. It's because we're using the March 2014 and 2024 contract, so there won't be much volume. So ignoring volume on the weekly and the daily. Let's go into the hourly then and just see where we are. A strange thing is that normally it rolls over automatically. Trading view. MES 1, does it say which one it's using? Okay, like I said, anyway, it doesn't really matter because the levels are going to be similar. So this is a channel we've been just upward trending channel, and then it looks like we finally, let's go into MES2, is that better? No, MES. Let's go back into March, that's the closest one. So we've been in this, let's put the trend line in there. About there, and we clone it. Works out about the same, around about there. And we're still within the trend, this channel. And did we break? So on Friday we can see we broke that pivot high. Let's look at SPY. Sorry, normally I'll be well prepared for this because I'll have all morning, but I'm literally just looking at charts now. Yeah, so SPY, yeah, confirms, yeah, so that is the right, what we are looking at is correct. SPY and MES kind of trade the same. So let's put some levels in. Let's get my pen. Epic pen. So the first level I quite like is the highs from Friday. I'm not sure, I quite like the pullback to this area, which is 46.55. We kind of did that today in the pre-market, and I'm kind of looking for a long entry and pre-market highs, so this area here 46.60 for a break and retest long. I think that's the area I want to watch for, and if we do see a lot of buying on the open, I want to see it come back into this area and back into that area there for a buy as well. So 46.57. So yeah, probably back into this area here. Yeah, that's the area I call it. It's a point of control area as well. So high congested volume coincides with that, and that's obviously the volume from here. So I think right now we're looking at a potential bounce area, and if we see significant buy-in, then we've got over that pivot from there. We've got over July's highs. We're looking at the daily. So sorry, November's highs. So now we're looking at this area. So let's just put some point. So if I that area there. So 47.08 for potential reject. We've got this entire area is an area of supply, so we're kind of coming into it. So let's put our supply area in. So it's got to be around there. And then, so last time I was up there, we saw this big rejection down, so that's the area I quite like. So this area here for a reject. But I also want to watch for a continuation of the trend pushing up. So a break and retest of 46.56, this area, which is the volume control area as well, and that pivot there is what I'm watching for. And that's it really. If we get back down into this channel we've been in for the last couple of weeks, and maybe we can look for a bounce when it comes up onto the daily 20 moving average. So let's go into the hourly, see what that looks like. So we've got this area here, there. So bounce at 4600, 4609, this area. This entire area for a bounce. So let's put that in as a demand zone. Oh, 1 second. Hourly demand. So kind of watching that area for a bounce. And that's it really. There's nothing really in between. Maybe you can watch for a bounce there. That one. And that's at 46.50, and that level's based on the confluence, tops, bottoms. So tops of candles, tops of candles, tops of candles, bottoms of these candles, bottoms of these candles, and it may even just coincide with this trend line as well, that area. So 46.31 for a bounce, or 4600 through to 4605 for a bounce, and then a bounce off of this area, probably around that area there. So I think if we were looking for a bounce, I quite like that area there, 46.50, 46.46. They're the areas to watch for. And I think that's it really. And then the only rejection we've got is the top of this channel, or up here as we discussed on the daily, 4700 area. So if we see a lot of buying, then we could potentially be looking for a reject around that area, but we'll be waiting for confirmation. And look for a candle like this one or like that one, so big tail candle into it, so big tail candle into it, and then come back down and maybe look for the breakdown below. Okay, that's it really. I'm not going to go over any other levels. I'll look at SPY briefly because they all face similar, and I'm not really prepared because I've only just looked at the charts for the first time today. I might just scan through them quickly. So SPY is the same, we've got the same levels as last week. We're in this supply zone, the bounce area at 458.23, higher risk bounce because we're close to it now. If we can get down to 451.50, 451.46, that's a nice bounce area there. Area confluence, tops candles, bottoms of candles, and then that's it really. And we've got the pivot from back here as well. So areas I'm watching on here will be a bounce around there, 455, 451, and then for reject, and then we've broken that pivot there. There's no, from memory if I go back, there's no real decent rejections. This is the weekly until we get up here. Yes, and no rejections, just a couple of bounces. So trend continuation. Maybe a rejection at 462.20, and that's that area there. But if we break over that, then we've got a long way to go. We could potentially got an area there, 472, 470, and then obviously they've got all-time highs. Okay, so just to sum up quickly, back to the hourly. Top of this area supply, so 462 for a rejection,
and then bounce at 458.20, and then these bounces 455 and 451.50. That's it. So have a quick look at Qs, see how that compares today. Putting in this double top, so it might be worth watching this area for a reject, and that is 395, 394, and that'd be a high risk rejection because we're going against the trend, and we put in this shape here. So see that nice curve, so potentially we might put in a little bit of the handle. This is a cup and handle pattern, and then we might see it break back out, so there's something to watch for. NQ is going to be the same. Putting in this hourly cut, and we need to get out. If we break 16.328, 16.330, then we'll watch for a long. And then again, it's a little bit different this chart because it's rolled over on Friday. It looks like we've got this gap up. We didn't have this gap up, so potentially we've got a reject. Let's just do NQ, the March contracts. That's better. So we potentially got this reject here at 16,400. That's the area to watch for a reject, and then a break and retest of that area of 16,324, 16,325. Oil hasn't quite made it down, but this looks like a nice come down, a bit of a pullback, bit of a bear flag is happening right now, so potentially you could look to short it if it breaks that area back down with a target area of what we're watching at 67, but this is a buy area as well. So unless we're going to go with the bear flag, so the bear flag is just setting up here, and then the breakdown of that structure, there's no other play at the moment for this. Look at on the hourly. Yeah, it looks like it might break down, and then oil, and then gold. Oh, what's going on gold? Oh, look at that. We talked about this, didn't we? We saw ending volume, and then I said that's a great area there for it to break down and reject, which is exactly what it's done. I wasn't around on those days, so I missed it, but watching the charts, watching the volume, and we had this exactly tied up, this exact play was what I was talking about last week. So I think last week I was watching it on that candle there. Oh, that's my phone. Oh, that's my door. On that note, I'm going to go and answer the door. So just want to quickly sum up. No, that's fine. I think they've gone. Just to sum up, gold, big volume, top and tail, massive volume as well. I meant, sorry, big wide range candle, showing that there's lots of sellers up here selling it back down. So the battle's happened, and it looks like the sellers have won. And we had a bit where it's just going sideways and then it broke down. So hopefully someone caught that. Okay, that's it. And just quickly look at the last few minutes, see if any changes. No, it's very static. If you look, it's just gone sideways. If you look at SPY since yesterday, all it's done is just gone, since Friday, all it's gone sideways. So that's not much to watch. Okay, so if I were to put in a higher risk play on MES, it's going to be a break above the pre-market high, 46.60. So break and retest long is what I'll watch for, continuation, and maybe watch for potential first target on Friday's highs, and then break and retest long on Friday's highs. You want a more conservative target, will be the top of this trend line or into this area supply. That's it. And then we've got a couple of bounces at 46.50, 46.46 and 46.31 to watch for. Okay, thank you for watching. Sorry for the brief video and a bit unprepared today, but we've got some levels, and that starts us off for a nice game plan for the day. Okay, thanks for watching.